This lesson will cover removing values from arrays. Topics include: how do you remove a single array element? How do you remove an array element from the end? And finally, how do you remove an array element from the beginning? Moving to our first code example, on line 6, you can see an array, which is an associative array, which represents 4 food groups. On line 13, we use the unset function to remove an element represented by grain. Moving now to the browser, let's have a look at the result. Our original array contained 4 elements: meat, dairy, grain, and fruit. The resulting array only has 3 elements, and you'll notice that the element represented by grain has been removed. Let's now look at what's involved in removing an element from the end of the array. Moving back to the code, looking at our second example, on line 6, we assign a numeric array with values 22, 44, 11, 99, and 88. On line 7, we do a sort, which will then move element 99 to the end. On line 14, we introduce the array pop function. The array pop function takes the array as an argument. The return value will be the last element in the array, which is then removed, and the original array itself is truncated. On lines 10 and 11, 18 and 19, we display the results. Moving now to the browser, let's have a look at the second example. The original array, as you can see after the sort, has 5 elements. The last element is 99. The element removed by array pop is the value 99. The resulting array now has 4 elements. The last element is now 88 instead of 99. The next question is how to remove elements from the beginning of the array. Moving now to the third code example, you can see that we are going to use the array shift function to perform that purpose. On line 6, we have an associative array representing 4 food groups. On line 13, we use array shift with the array as an argument to remove the topmost value, which in this case will be beef. We will then see on lines 9 and 10 and lines 16, 17, and 18 the before and after results of the array shift. On line 21, we examine a numeric array. Notice that the keys are out of order. We have 1, 5, 2, and 6 as keys. On line 28, we use array shift to remove the topmost element of the numeric array. The return value, of course, will be 11. However, what you will notice is that when operating on numeric arrays, array shift will reset the keys. So we will now examine the results in the browser. Moving over to the browser, looking at the third example, as you can see, in the associative array, it originally had 4 elements. The topmost element was beef, which was removed by array shift. The resulting array is truncated. Looking now at the numeric array, the original array had 4 elements with the keys out of order. The topmost element is 11, which was removed by array shift. However, as noted, the keys are now reset, and we now see 0, 1, and 2 representing the remaining values. In review, how do you remove a single array element? You would use unset with the array and the appropriate key which you wish to remove. How do you remove an array element from the end? You could use array pop. Bear in mind, you could also use unset for this purpose as well. Array pop will remove the last element, return the value of the last element, and reset the array minus the last element. How do you remove an array element from the beginning? You would use array shift. Array shift returns the value of the topmost element, removes it from the array, truncates the array, and in the case of numeric arrays, resets the keys. This concludes our discussion of removing values from arrays.